There ain't no COD yet. We're still waiting on some COD, but for now we're fucking with some CS2. And I got some more projections for you guys today and some more free picks as well. So stick around for that. We're gonna focus on the Sprout versus Metizport match because it's the latest match in the day tomorrow. So I want to give you guys more time to look at the projections and kind of make your plays right. But nonetheless, in my Discord, we're gonna have the projections for every single match tomorrow. So you're gonna get projections for all 4 of these matches. I should already have them up on my Discord by the time this video releases. I actually already have 2 up right now, so I'm working on the last 2 once I finish this video. But yeah, man, it's over on my Discord. We'll get into that in a bit. But basically what you're gonna get today is all my projections for all the players in one match, which is this Sprout versus Metizport match. So I'm predicting these maps and these amount of rounds per map. As you know, these are projections. Basically, this is what I predict they're gonna get as far as kills go. And I got every player on here. I went through all their kills per rounds on certain maps, their average round losses on certain maps, and how often they pick it, how often they ban it, all that stuff. You know, we always take that stuff into account when we come up with these projections. We want to be as accurate as possible. So this is the format we use for CS, similar to Call of Duty. But I know to some of you guys this might just look like a bunch of numbers. Let me just break it down for you guys. This is what you get in my Discord for every single match, every single day. So I mean, let me plug in my Discord real quick. You pay $10 a month and you're getting all these numbers every single day. I mean, $10 a month is like 33 cents a day, and I have to charge that. It's the bare minimum I could charge because the amount of hours it takes to put this stuff together is outrageous, but I love doing it, so I do it for 33 cents a day. If you like having these little cheat codes by your side, then I mean, consider hitting the link in the description and becoming a prop bandit today, man, because I mean, I think there's tons of value here. Projections aren't always 100% accurate, but I mean, we've had some insane moments, and it just gives you another leg up when you're trying to compete with these lines, because you know, nowadays these lines are very sharp, man. They're very sharp. So it's just another tool that I provide so you guys could make the best picks possible with all the research behind it. And you know, I know there's a lot of tools that are automated and stuff. This stuff is not automated, man. It's from a human being, me, myself. I watch every esport match I can, like Call of Duty, CS2. I love this stuff, man. So I sit down, I watch, I see momentum gains, I see how players are playing in the current month, what events, I see how important certain matches are, and I just apply all that knowledge into my projections. So you're getting projections that are very carefully thought out, and I think there's tons of value there. But nonetheless, let me explain how these projections work. So here I'm expecting Sprout to ban Nuke, right? I mean, go here and you kind of see the Sprout usually picks Inferno and they'll usually ban Nuke. 58% ban, and I mean, considering Metizport does play this map and has a good win rate on it, I mean, they've won 6 out of 10 times, so it's a positive win rate. They haven't played it at all. They don't want to play it against them. They're gonna ban it, almost guaranteed. And then we go and we look at Metizport. They ban Anubis is what we're thinking. So Metisport's gonna come here, they're gonna look at the board, they're gonna see, okay, Anubis 76% ban. They've played this map 15 times and they've won it about half the times. Chances are, just the experience alone, they don't want to play this map either, but they're going to ban it just to be safe. Now we just got to try to predict what maps they do want to play. Starting off with Sprout, their first pick is typically Inferno, and they win it. They have a 59% win rate on it. They've played it 17 times in the last 3 months. I mean, basically more times than any other map. And yeah, Metizport has played it 12 times as well. So I mean, this could be a very competitive map just from the looks of things. What are the other options? I mean, you got Ancient, right? You got Ancient, which would also be competitive, but I mean, it is a possibility. So I mean, we got Sprout picking Inferno or Ancient. I mean, that's the only thing I see that makes sense here for them. We're not gonna see Nuke. We're not gonna see Anubis. All these other maps, they don't look like to be in their favor. Like Vertigo is probably Metisport's pick. I mean, most likely is gonna be their pick. Then you got Overpass. I mean, why would you pick your opponent's usual first pick? And I don't think they're gonna pick it because they've won it more than them. So this doesn't make sense. I think Metizport picks Vertigo. They're on a 4-map winning streak, a lot of momentum, and this team and Sprout just hasn't had the best maps on it. I mean, they're 3 for 9, so makes sense why they want to pick that. That could be a pretty easy one for Metizport. But yeah, I mean, Sprout, we're stuck between Inferno and Ancient. So what we're gonna do is, since these are both maps that both teams like to play, we're just gonna assume that they're gonna pick Inferno first, but we're gonna keep Ancient in mind when we're making our projections, and we're gonna kind of switch these numbers off and see if our projections change a lot. And I'll explain what that means in just a second. You'll get what I'm saying. That's our map picks. You got Sprout picking Inferno, Metizport pick Vertigo, Ancient is left over. Ancient and Inferno could be map 1, either or. So we're just going to keep that in mind. Now let's project the rounds. So I got the rounds already projected, but I'll just walk you through exactly how this process goes. So we're projecting 21 rounds for Inferno because we're assuming that Sprout will win their map pick. So they usually, their average round lost in wins is 8. I like to round down because, I mean, we want to be safe when we're hunting for overs, right? So average rounds lost in wins is 8. So, I mean, it's safe to say that whoever loses here is going to probably pick up 8 rounds. I mean, it's pretty much 8 across the board here. So you got 8 rounds plus 13, right? Because that's what it takes to win. So you got 21 rounds projected. So Sprout pick Inferno, 21 rounds. Pretty self-explanatory, I think. I mean, this is just, I'm just kind of trying to walk you through the process so you understand these projections and you aren't just telling blindly, because no one ever recommends that. So 21 rounds, we could skip Vertigo. I mean, it's the same process, but just so I don't waste your time, we projected Vertigo to go 19 rounds and Ancient to be 21 rounds. So it should be an all right game. I don't think it should be a blowout, but it should be a good game. I mean, even by looking at their current form, I mean, both teams have kind of stepped up a little bit. So I mean, they're right. They've been about the same lately. So it should be a competitive match. And yeah, I mean, we should get these map picks pretty much right. I feel pretty good about them. So let's go to our player projections. So these are player projections. Basically, the first number here is what I'm projecting for Inferno, right? Map 1, Inferno. This is how many kills I'm projecting. And then for the second, it's Vertigo, right? The second map. So that's the second row of numbers. And then you got the third row of numbers. That's actually the map 1 to 2 kills. So this is what the PrizePicks will have their line as. So that's this number here. And then Ancient is left over. So that's this line here. It's the third map. But remember, Ancient could be swapped with Inferno. We want to kind of take that into consideration when we're comparing the lines to our projections and finding discrepancies, right? For example, here, let me find a good example for y'all. We want to find someone like this guy, SD Aim. You got 18, 16 for 34 kills, and then you got him at 17. So this is a consistent line. This is what we're looking for when looking for overs. This is very consistent. It doesn't matter what map they pick, whether it's Inferno or Ancient, he's gonna drop 18 or 17 kills. So this line, this could be 33 or 34, right? Because Vertigo is not going to change. We're pretty confident on that pick. So 33 kills or 34 kills. So then we compare that to his line. And this is actually the first pick for you guys. His line is actually at 30. There could be a discrepancy of 3 or 4 kills, depending on what map they actually pick. That's giving us a plus value of 3 or 4 kills. I mean, that's valid. I mean, I'd lock that in right away. And basically what this means is that if they pick Inferno or Ancient for map 1, and then they pick Vertigo and they play this amount of rounds on each map, he has a very high chance, according to his last month's performance, to hit this line, to hit 33 or 34. That's what projections are, and that's what I'm offering you guys. And this is the first pick. SD Aim over 30 kills on maps 1 and 2. Plus 3 value, plus 4 value, depending on what map. It's very valuable. Lock that in. Let's move on to the next pick. That's a good over. That's a solid over. But these are kind of the picks that you want to avoid, just because that map that we're unsure of can make a big difference. I mean, this is a 3 kill difference, so it's a little worrisome. I mean, unless this map was guaranteed like 20 bomb or something, you can't really trust Nilo to clear this line, because say they go Inferno, he's most likely gonna fall under. His line is at 33.5, so he needs 34. I mean, either of these lines are calling for an under on Nilo, right? It's a 3 kill difference though. So for example, if we were sure the 2 maps that were gonna be picked, we would have this at 32 kills, which isn't a great difference from 33.5. I mean, 1 extra round, he gets a 2-piece that clears that line, right? So that's why we don't really mess with these differences here. 14 to 17 is a 3 kill gap, man. Now if they play Inferno and they go an extra round, he might only get 17 and he might not clear this line, right? So we're avoiding these kind of plays. It's just advice if you choose to join the Discord and you make your own slips off of my projections. I mean, it's a valid move. I usually share plays of the day here on my channel, Jared, but a lot of people just go off my projections and they make some money. So yeah, I mean, just some advice if you end up doing that. Just be careful when there's 2 lines that are completely different. You want to see consistency across the board. That's a good sign of the player going over or under. So speaking about that, the next pick is actually sus. I see consistency here for the most part. I mean, Vertigo, he might pop off. He might get 14, 15, 16. I don't know. He might get less, or he might drop, I don't know, 16, 17, right? But across these 2 maps, it's from 10 to 12, and he's projected for a total of 24. Best case scenario for him, according to these projections, he gets 26, right? If they go Ancient and Vertigo, he gets 26 kills, which is still well under his line, which is actually at 27.5. So I think there's some value here, man. Now, this is kind of sketchy, but at the end of the day, it's all a gamble, right? You guys shouldn't gamble what you can't lose. I like the consistency across this. I can't find myself to go overs on anyone on this team, and I'm just trying to buy these 2 picks on this map. But me personally, these aren't my favorite, but I'm trying to get you guys some value here for the video. And like I said, man, if you want to nuke something, I highly recommend just joining the Discord, going through all the projections that I'll have for you up today, so you can take advantage of some early lines, and you can make a slip where there's value on each play, not just kind of a riskier one like this guy. But I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys this play for the video. It's 10, 14, or 12, so he's getting 24 or 26 kills according to these projections. His line is at 27.5, so he needs to hit 28. That's a value of -2 or -4, so it's there's value. So that's what we're gonna lock in. So that's what we're gonna lock in for the video, guys. Thus under 27.5 and SD aim more than 30 kills. Lock it in. I hope we cash. I hope you guys make a shit ton of money, and I hope to see you guys in the server. Once again, link in the description down below. Tons of value, and it's only $10 a month, guys. Have a nice day. Good luck. Have fun, and I'll see you guys on the next one.